Welcome everybody to Flay High Field, where the Westwood Wolverines will host the Norwood Mustangs. I'm joined with George Bukavalis, Craig Tiedites. I'm Mike Gay. As we've said many times before, if you get sick of us, simply turn your volume off. We'll do our best to make fun of each other when appropriate. We will talk about Craig's various soccer books. George Bukavalis will talk about Greek culture. We've got a lot lined up for you.
Outstanding. So again, I told you, Mike, I was going to lay off a lot of commentating, but we are kind of in a transition period this evening. Beautiful evening. Lights starting to come on. Approximately what time, George?
The sun is still out, though.
Yeah, it's 6:20, right?
After all that rain for the last 2 days. Got a beautiful night for soccer.
It is. Westwood comes in at 1 win, 1 loss. The Norwood Mustangs, I believe, 0-2. But this is Norwood's first action in the Tri-Valley League.
Tri-Valley League. Welcome, Norwood.
Yeah, so Norwood had played Dedham as well as Norton, I believe, right? That's my understanding.
Go over starting lineups in a second here.
Kevin
Zhang clears it out.
Oh, ooh. Oh. Mistake there. Oh, Norwood keeper has some size.
Speaking of keepers, Mike, who do we have? We've got Dan Ventura back in the net.
Yeah, Daniel Ventura starting his 3rd game for Westwood, a senior. The back 4 defenders, we've got Justin Lowe. We've got Patrick Moylan. That's a foul on Norwood. It's Kevin Lyons there drawing the foul. You've got, let's see.
Nice ball by Kevin Zhang. Nice overlap by Justin.
Sorry about that. My camera work is poor right out of the gate, so
yeah,
that is all on me.
So pretty much the same lineup. Josh Morrison Deutsch filling in for Eamon Doherty on the front line. Starting at, oops, someone's going to talk on that.
We've got a corner.
Corner kick, a little miscommunication there from Westwood. But, yeah, so the back line, we've got Brian Gay. We've got, looks like Kevin Zhang.
Patrick Moreland and Justin Lowe.
That is correct. So first corner here for Norwood. Westwood with some challenges off some set plays in the first 2 games. You know, Coach Grant has been working on that in practice.
That's a great corner kick by the Norwood lad, number 2.
Punched away
who punched it away? Dan?
That was Daniel. And I'll tell you, that was a fortuitous play by Daniel. Eric Danahy, number 14, looked like he was going to get ahead on that ball. So great play by the keeper.
It looked as though both our keepers were getting a bit of a tutorial prior to the match, trying to hone some of those skills, strategic skills like that, punching him out.
Ooh.
Ooh. Again, a lot of traffic in around the goal. Westwood lucky to avoid the mistake there.
You know, I like that foul by Tommy Bukavalis.
But was that a foul?
I mean, they
were both going for the ball there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, George, the pace and the flick of the arm took him down.
Yeah, it's a shoulder to shoulder play. I do,
Or the lack of pace by the referee.
Yeah, and speaking of the referee, that referee, he was 25 minutes late.
He was.
So I mean, you could throw us a bone here.
He's going to get some demerits.
So again, Josh Morrison Deutsch up front, along with Michael Tiedites. In the middle, we've got. Hang on, let me just see the play here.
You got to win that ball in the air.
In the middle, we've got Michael Moylan. We've got Tommy Bukavalis. Nice step by Brian Gay.
Step by Brian Gay there. Okay. Nice.
Okay, Westwood again feeling their way here. Early in the game. Norwood coming in again, looking for their first win. Again, as I mentioned, this is their first year in the Tri-Valley League. It's a great move for Norwood. They were finding it difficult based on the class sizes, size of the school. That's Tommy Bukavalis with the header.
But you have to admit, Mike, I mean, that the financial moving to the Tri-Valley was great for them. They got a good signing bonus, right?
I mean, the TV rights alone were huge.
TVL always represents in the MIAA state tournament, so that's good for $100,000 for each team. So, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Big move.
And, there's talk of scholarships, not scholarships, excuse me, paying the athletes, which, we're all for as parents
Without a doubt.
having to dish out quite a bit of money to our high school kids.
Just on books alone.
Nice pass. It's Justin Lowe to Josh Morrison-Deutsch.
Thought I was going into the danger zone there, gentlemen, for a little bit.
There we go. First music reference.
Ooh, nice.
Michael
Nice run
Moylan
by
making a
Michael
run.
Moylan. We need a flat ball there. Oh, he was
Nice.
going for it. We'll take the corner there. That's a great step up and run right down the center.
One of the observations, I hear a lot more talk out there today. A lot more vocal.
I think Westwood needs to do that.
What happened here?
The net was slightly dislodged.
It's not a jar, is it?
It is not a jar.
Okay.
It's
So-
a net. It's
So, boys, let me just interject here. So the keeper is battling the sun. Arm up. We should try to put this anywhere close to goal and test him. Ooh, that's a great ball. We should have had that right across the box. No one there. But both teams are just probably finding it difficult with the sun in their eyes.
I agree
there,
that he
right?
had some pace on
Yeah.
it. In the danger zone, I brought out my tape measure. Looked like about 7.5 feet outside of the keeper.
Which is what you want.
Like our ticket sales this evening.
looking down, it's early. There was a lot of traffic coming to the pitch here at Flehay Field, so I would say we're right around 12 to 1,300. We're expecting large crowds.
My understanding, it's Crackerjack night here at.
It is, and bobblehead night.
Ooh,
Okay, that's
that ball.
yeah. You got to step up to that ball. But Kevin,
Nice.
nice play, nice defensive play coming back into action was Kevin Zhang.
So set plays, gentlemen. This is really has been our nemesis. We're going to tighten it up. I hope to see it on this throw-in.
Well, let's see. The last game against Medway, they had one particular player who could put the ball to the far side of the goal. Does not look like Norwood possesses that type of strength.
Mike Moreland with the head.
Actually, that's Kevin Lyons.
Yeah.
It'll be Westwood ball. Brian Gay to throw it in. That's also a skill set that Westwood does not have from a throw perspective. When you see a team that can, effectively a throw-in turns into a corner, makes them really tough to defend. Nice ball down the line by Kevin Lyons. Gets it to Josh Morrison-Deutsch, trying to exploit his speed.
He's got help behind.
That was a nice play by Vincent Connors, the defender.
Corner. No, he's
That's
on the goal kick there.
Yeah, goal kick. That was, again, Vincent Connors stepped up, as well as number 18, I believe. That was Anthony Marchant from Norwood. So crosstown rivalries here. It's good that we're create a feud.
That's great for our carbon footprint. Keeps it low. They don't have to go too far.
That's very true.
Now, are we playing Norwood in Norwood later this year?
We are. We are indeed.
So that'll be
Father Mac, I think, is what they refer to their pitch as.
That would be a long drive for us. Nice win.
Nice
by
header.
Craig Tidites there.
What I'd like to
Mike,
see,
Mike Tidites, not Craig.
we need to see the ball moving quicker. Ball comes, boom, move the ball off your feet. I know it's a broken record, but
Oh, looks like Norwood came to play today.
They did. They're playing very physical, right on top of Westwood, and really making them work for their possession. So as you said, guys, beautiful night. Here we are, September 13th. The nights are coming a little sooner, but luckily we're in a bit of a change in the weather. Nice warm night.
in that last passage, you gave me so much fodder for songs, but I backed away. September,
Oh, we've got an opportunity here.
Nice
That's
ball.
a nice ball. Just a little heavy there.
Yeah, nice ball.
Oh,
Jason
nice
Moy.
shot.
Jason Moy, one of the seniors. Again, a senior-heavy team. There's 13 seniors on the club. Two captains are Michael Moylan and Tommy Bukovalis.
So when you refer to as heavy, they're in good shape. You're just saying from a number standpoint, there's quite a few.
No, that should
Yeah,
be that
heavy
one.
as in, gravitational pull on Earth. It's a reference from Back to the Future.
It is.
What's with this heavy? What's with this heavy word?
Oh, but it looks like we need some gigawatts right here.
1.7 gigawatts.
Bukovalis, trying to go and slice through the defense.
There's Michael Tiedites up front.
I just don't, gentlemen, we got to see some urgency here. Got to get back on the winning streak here.
We got to step up. That's one of my
Nice
favorites.
step. Nice tackle.
Ooh, that's interesting how it no
Beautiful.
call.
Yeah, he actually saw that it was a nice, clean tackle. Contact came after the ball was possessed by Westwood. Nice way to use your keeper. Fortunately, pass not right on Tommy Bukovalis.
Be there. Be there. Okay. We'll take that throw.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get a little flow in the game here. The ball's going back and forth. There's no real possession by either side at this point.
Looks like that is going to be. Okay, Justin Lowe will step out. Craig Barron, another senior, number 20 for Westwood, will come in.
Yeah, Clayton.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Clayton.
Well, his father tried to get in the match the other night, but they disallowed that.
It's funny, we as dads constantly get called by our son's name, and then we constantly call our sons, our buddies / their dad's names. Nice pass. Kevin Lyons gets it to Bukovalis. Bukovalis, nice, up to
Nice
Josh
touch.
Morrison-Deutsch.
There you go. Let's get something. You got two guys on the other. The great ball. Michael finished this. Moreland with the ball. Beautiful
And that is
build-up.
a
Beautiful
5-0,
ball.
and I
That
am
was
a
very
terrible
nice.
cameraman. I think that was on the far left of the screen. If
That
it's
was
any consolation at home, I was
Bukovalis
watching
to
it. It was
Moreland,
beautiful.
You're known as the drifter.
I am the drifter. My focus was lacking.
We've got a timeout here.
So that was a great build-up, and it really started with Kevin Lyons at about the 35-yard line. Nice 1-2 with Tommy Bukovalis. Bukovalis gets the ball, beautiful pass up to Josh Morrison-Deutsch, and Morrison-Deutsch switches the field to two striking, or streaking, I should say, Westwood players.
Yeah, they seem to have clothes on, but when you're referring to soccer, let's talk about coming out of our third, because we're constantly using those football at the 35. He's going to the 40. He's the 50.
I know.
I know it's so hard here. But
I'm not the real soccer player or soccer expert like the two of you.
oh no, you definitely look like a hooligan.
So, George, while we break here, 1-0 Westwood. 28 minutes and 48 seconds to play here in the first half. Let's touch on our first segment of Greek culture facts. So why don't you give all the viewers at home some interesting tidbits about Greek culture?
Well, if I could just give them a little teaser. So, George, why the popularity in Greek yogurt?
So there are so many different options at this point. Everybody wants their own Greek yogurt. You got Faye. What's the other one?
Starts with G, Greg.
Starts with an O. One starts with an O,
Yeah,
right? I
there's
mean, I
another
don't know.
one. There's so many Greek yogurt. That's the new thing. Everyone's going like Mediterranean diet.
What is the Mediterranean
Weight loss.
diet? What is that like? Have some food around lunchtime, take a nap for a few hours, go play
Sure,
some
I know I do.
cards.
I know I take a nap. Try to take a nap every day. After 4 to 5, you got to
Quick
need
nap.
a half an hour quick cat
Critical.
nap. Critical. It's all about the good looks. Right?
Yeah, and then truth be told, I think our studio audience would recognize that, George.
So, thank you. Appreciate that. So we do have some Greek spectators in the house today.
We do.
Mainly my parents.
Mr. and Mrs.
They're
Bukovalis.
regulars. They just got back from Greece. They were out there for 3 months.
While we're in transition, want to give a shout out to the girls varsity field hockey team. I believe they scored a W with a 1-0 victory over the Hillers.
The Hillers of Hopkinton. And now, is it 1-0 in field hockey, or is it 1-0?
No. I'm going to say it's 1-0.
Yeah. Well, although field hockey, not an American sport, was invented in, I believe, well, it's a national sport of Canada, which is surprising to a lot of our viewers. And I believe the Netherlands is where the game of field hockey was invented.
The Dutch?
The Dutch.
The problem is when they put on their klumpens to play that match for those the wooden shoes. I think Nike's got a klumpen out there. Just do it.
They do. Nike in the news. It was down to the Klumpens and Kaepernick,
Nice
and
one.
they went with Kaepernick.
So back to live action here. Do we know who called the timeout, guys? Was
Yeah,
it Norwood?
it was definitely Norwood.
Definitely Norwood.
As we applauded Coach Grant for during the Medway match with a timely timeout, let's see if Norwood can get their game back in line. They left the back door wide open for us on the left
So
flank.
we really didn't break down the goal, guys. So what you saw happen was Westwood come down on a quick counterattack, and we've seen that a number of times already this year, where our speed is really dangerous this year, and I think you'll see a lot of goals happen like that.
So as long as we can keep our wingers wide and allow some options, without that, we're going to clog up the middle quite a bit.
So the biggest thing, right, is to make the right decision on that last pass.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
You got to go in hard, boys. There you go, just like that. Just like that.
Nice step by. Oh, there's a foul.
We'll take that foul. Good work by Michael Tiedites there, fighting for the ball.
Keep it on the ground, Kevin.
It's a nice ball. Nice switch there.
It's Kevin
We may
Lyons.
have something here.
Tenacious Kevin Lyons on that far side.
Good mistake.
It's Patrick Moylan, one of the center backs. A little bit too strong.
So I'm impressed with Patrick's game this campaign. He's out of 3 games out of the chute. He's been playing very well. He's playing the right ball, I would say, the lion's share of the time, which is.
There's a big throw.
Yep.
No, there's a big. So what I heard on the lowdown on Patrick Moylan this summer was lots of hills in Ireland. So.
A little cross training.
A lot of training. So he was milking the cows in the morning and training.
I'll tell
at
you,
night.
the Moylan farm,
Yes.
putting them to work early, and really when we say lots of hill work, I mean those are the mountains in Ireland, but they're they'd be considered hills here.
A tough job, but someone has to do it.
My wife and the boys made our annual pilgrimage to Ireland as well.
Around the Galway.
Absolutely.
neck of this,
Yeah, we actually made it over to Dublin as well, and Brian took a look at Trinity College.
Very nice.
Figured we'd take advantage of the trip while we were over there.
Nice 1-2 pass there. Ooh.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there. That would have been a nice play. I mean, again, what you see a lot of the midfielders doing, the wings, they're trying to push the ball up, have the forwards kind of run under it. Westwood scored a few goals on that already this season. So, but the possession game where you really break the spirit of your opponent is to hold that and make them run around and chase.
Well said.
Nice possession here. Tiedites with the ball going down the left flank.
Morrison Deutsch shouldering, bodying the defender. That's a good play by the defender. Who was that, number 19 or 14?
That was number 28, the defender. However, better play by Josh Morrison Deutsch.
Well, listen, we're gonna say it when we see it.
We got something going on here. Did they? Oh, they actually changed the call.
Josh wanted the call, but referee pointed to the.
Well, actually, the closest official had it as a corner,
Really?
Eamon Doherty in.
but Eamon Doherty replaces Josh Morrison Deutsch. Eamon, another senior, number 22 for Westwood.
Again.
Eamon gains possession, taking on three. Ooh, nice play, nice step by Tommy Bukavalis.
Gives it back to him.
Ooh, and that's going to be a
Oh.
corner.
I don't think he got a piece of it.
I thought it was. I thought it was deflected.
I think your eyes are spot on, Michael.
We have to go back to the film on that one.
Or VAR, boys.
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm going to propose that the MIA next year have headsets on the referees, just like in football, personal foul, that they could speak. They could say why they've chosen a certain infraction right on the field.
I like it. Or they could actually, the officials could come up to us, nice step by Brian Gay, come up to us and, ask for a video review, in game.
Absolutely. We could have our sideline person down there.
Nice step again from Mike Moylan.
Ooh, ball's bouncing. Ooh.
Nice play. So Ryan German, you're familiar with Ryan, the coach of Norwood from GPS. Is that correct, Craig?
Ryan German. He now is responsible for, it's my understanding, the Juventus Academy, which is housed down in Duxbury, Massachusetts. They've started out this year as their first
inaugural season.
And this is, I believe, his second year at Norwood High School. Yes.
Nice turn by Kevin Lyons there. Ooh.
Nice play by Patrick Moylan. Will cause a goal kick for Daniel Ventura.
So my observation there is exactly what I said previously. So Patrick, the easy play could have gone back to the keeper, but he was going to be under pressure. He did the right thing, forced the goal kick, and here we go.
Michael Moylan gets it over to the Zanger.
So are we playing 3-back or still?
Still 4.
So we're still playing 4-back, but I like the fact that they're trying to build the ball out of the back at this time. Get some more touches and kind of have Norwood come at them a little bit and see if we can get something out of that.
So Coach Grant, after a tough loss to Medway, that's going to be a foul against Norwood. I think Michael Moylan thought that was a foul against him, and he was.
Well, the referee did point the other way, so.
And here we go, Michael Tiedites trying to counter. Nice touch. He's got a streaking.
Giving him all sorts of time and space, and that's a no-no. Can't give Tiedites all that room.
Too much ball.
Oh, what a play. Who's there? Oh. You called out of bounds? Was that out of bounds?
It was close. I'm going to give the official the benefit of the doubt there.
So that's way too much on the ball. He had.
He actually had he did have Jason Moy streaking down the left, and there was a window to drop it off, and but you're letting the play develop. I will agree that an option would have been to drop the ball off to Jason.
Bukaval, strong header.
So I was saying that Coach Grant, after a tough Medway loss, talking, specifically to the captains and looking for, some response in this Norwood game. And early, I think the teams played pretty well.
Mike, as a broadcaster, one of the things I think you do exceptionally well is you come back to the previous point, and I liked how you just did that. That was nice.
Well, there you go. Thank you. Sometimes my coming back to the previous point wasn't actually a point. So I do apologize for those instances.
Good point. So midway through the first half, and Westwood looking to get the next goal. Next goal really important here.
Yeah, we.
But as I've said many times, what is the most important goal of any game? Unless of course it's the third goal, right? So again, but with a 1-0 game here, you certainly don't want to.
If there's a third goal.
If there's a third goal, exactly. So that's a foul, looks like, on the very aggressive, thuggish Kevin Lyons. Kevin Lyons, a guitar aficionado.
Yeah, he's got some good licks. I want to see our boys tight on each Norwood player.
Let's see if we can win this ball in the air, boys.
It's a nice delivery.
Oh.
That was off the solar plexus.
That's a foul.
Oh, you got to play the whistle here.
That's a nice play. Oh no, that is an incorrect call. That was a double deflection.
The old double deflection.
Hey, when that happens.
So in for Westwood, that is, George, I'll let you announce number 7.
So that would be Stavros Michalakos.
Okay, much better than I would have pronounced in my Irish accent. And Ryan Lewis, number 9.
So both of our outside middies were just switched up.
Serves it back in. Stavros gets the ball.
There you go to win that.
And that's going to be a foul. And that is number 1, Neo Getgano.
Neoclassical?
Neosporin. 19 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
Brian Gay's wide open. Switch the field.
We should go side to side here.
Yeah, that's a giveaway.
Get it to your feet, Kevin.
Nice, headed. 3 headers in a row there. Keep it going.
It's a bonus round.
Bukovalis going right down. Oh, a little too heavy there.
Nice job by Tommy avoiding the keeper there.
All right, well, talking about fashion tonight, the Norwood keeper's got that 00 red, which is, you don't see every day.
Peter Schmeichelish.
That famous Danish keeper.
Absolutely. He's got the look and the size.
As they say in Denmark, Wienerbrød, which is actually Danish and Danish.
Really?
Ja, selvfølgelig.
Take your word for it.
That's good to know.
Patrick Moylan steps up. Nice header. Brother Michael gets it over to Michael Tiedites. Tiedites to Gay. Let's play develop.
That's a nice play. Keep it wide. Nice.
Man on. Ooh, that's a heavy ball, but that's good. I'd rather see that ball delivered with some pace.
Big switch to this side.
Nice job. That's a nice ball. Eamon Doherty.
Nice ball. Eamon's by himself up top.
Stavros Michalakos filling the backside.
Making the run. Let's see if we can get a ball here wide. Ooh, some good shielding.
Nice defensive play. I believe that was number 12. Second nice defensive play by Vincent Connors.
A lot of hubbub here this evening. People getting in their evening walks, going for bicycle rides. So.
Yeah, and you can't see the stands, and you know they're somewhat somewhat relaxed, but I think we're up to probably about 2,500 so far.
Easy.
Dinner is now finished for most families here in Westwood, so expect those numbers to reach maybe 4,500, 5,000 fans.
That may be a season high.
Well, that would make sense. People do put their fans in their windows at this time of year.
They do, and I'll tell you, we've got a huge crowd from Norwood. Again, short drive.
It's a great switch by Patrick Moreland there to Brian Gay.
Like to see the ball move a little quicker.
So we're starting to see a little bit more possession. Stay with it. Stay with it.
There you go.
There you go. Stay with that.
Clayton doing what duty calls for there, stepping up. That is we're gonna like bonus points every step up we say.
Step up, yeah. I've copywritten step up, so I'd appreciate you actually not saying it and letting me say it.
Yeah, I mean when your aerobics video came out, when that came step up.
Here's Bukovalis with the flick. Doherty, Michael Tiedites. There's Ryan Lewis. Back to Tiedites. Okay, you got some build on the left side here.
Step in.
Again, Clayton.
Clayton.
He's got a physical presence there, and he's not afraid to
step up. Thank you.
To join the physical
oh,
party
okay.
there.
I thought you were just pausing there. That was an intentional pause.
Yeah.
So, boys, this is a back-to-back. Oh, Brian Gay with a nice step-up header. Westwood's game with Norwood originally scheduled for Wednesday evening, postponed due to early rain. Bukavalis goes right through the defenders. He scored on a couple of goals where he's gone right through them. Norwood with nice defensive play.
See, but you see this development, this is how they're going to counter, because we're going to see how we've gone forward.
It's a nice play by number 1 here for Norwood. Just keep him wide. That's all, Patrick.
I tell you, Patrick can he can put a video out of how to use your hands and not get called for it. Slows him down, releases. Slows him down, releases.
So
the clench.
He's a year older this year, right? He's still what? Is he a sophomore?
No, he's a junior.
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
He's a junior. He's learned a lot of those wily veteran moves from his dad, who I believe doesn't play in your division in old man soccer, but plays his own brand of old man soccer.
Well, he does, and he still has a physical
swing and a
presence
miss
about him. Okay.
This game is wide open, and as you said, George, and getting to your point, 2 comes before 3, but let's get to 2.
It sure does.
We're still not working collectively as a team in the top third. We're trying to do it on our own, short of that first goal, which is a nice team goal.
Ooh.
No,
Play on.
That was a Humpty Dumpty move right there.
Oh, that should have been a foul, but we'll let it go. Another foul. There's fouls everywhere.
That's a nice composed play by Patrick. Brian Gay.
A little too hot to handle.
Got to run for shelter. Got to run for shade.
Well, both teams need to switch up the ball a little bit.
I like it.
I like to get Dan in there. There you go.
And you heard a keep, which indicates the keeper has it. Please do not touch the ball. A little bit different there. Daniel going with the punt. Normally he's been just playing it out to one of his backs, and they've built up from the back. So a little change. He didn't like what he saw out there. So again, back-to-back games. So they play here on the 13th, a 6:30 start, more or less. And then less than 22 hours later, they'll be in Norton on Friday afternoon.
We're hoping their physio is going to get them ready to go.
Lots of time in the ice bath tonight.
What's that chamber, George, you use? Do you have one of those at home?
I do not. Ooh,
and that was,
for Norwood there.
I'll tell you, a couple of mistakes there, and Westwood very lucky to dodge a bullet.
I turned to Advil for my aches and pains.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
So that usually does the trick. So that's going to be a tough commute tomorrow, boys, a 3:30 kickoff. So we've got to
easier than a 5 p.m. kickoff.
Well, it's a Friday during rush hour.
This is.
Little audio-visual sync here. Okay, so
sidebar.
Sorry about that, and now we're back to live action.
Okay. T-Dite has Clayton on the left, and he's looking for the ball back, and it's just a little behind him.
Kevin Zhang.
That'll be a push on Connors, number 12.
Let's try to get something out of this. Oh, quick kick to T-Dites. Let's have a rip. That's a great shot.
And that is right
strike.
in the back of the net.
That is a great strike from 25 yards. Was that 20? Around 20 yards out for T-Dites there. Upper left-hand corner.
T-Dites with, I believe, his 3rd goal of the season. Westwood 2-0, staring at the most important goal of the game.
So the key to that play was a quick free kick taken by Mike Moreland there. Caught Norwood sleeping.
Yeah, and then it was a nice play. Connor Buckley into the game for Westwood. Nice way to pull the ball back from Michael T-Dites. So we got the defenders coming towards the camera, and he pulled the ball back, went opposite side, had a free shot, put it in the left corner. Nice defensive play. A little too much holding the ball there. At the same time, you had Stavros Mikalakos unsure of his run, and so I think what Mike wanted is for him to take a release there.
You know, the midfield needs to release the ball quicker because that's going to give confidence to our wingers, because they're setting an example of hanging on to the ball too much, and therefore collectively the team is hanging on the ball. So we need to be a little bit more fluid. Ooh, nice play by
that's
Brian
a
Gay.
great play.
Nice turn by
Almost got
Bukavalis.
sandwiched there, and we're off to the races again. This is what we're talking about, quick counterattack here.
Oh, that's a great get by Stavros.
See
Oh,
what happened? Stavros checked in instead of staying wide. on
Yeah,
that
but he
particular
would- you know,
play.
I give
so
a lot-
he brought traffic towards Bukavalis at that.
Traffic, one of the great artists
Yeah.
coming, what?
Also a
70s?
great movie.
Is it
Also a
70s?
great movie.
It's a hell of a throw. Oh, sorry.
Heck. It's going to be a handball. It's going to be a free kick. So Westwood 2-0, 9 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in the first half at Fleha Field.
So it looks like, George, we need your help on the pronunciation. Peter's coming in, right?
Peter?
Another senior?
Peter Paravalos.
Oh,
Peter might be a junior.
No, Peter's a senior.
He's a senior.
Peter's a senior
Yeah,
as well?
absolutely. Peter is a senior.
Peter he came off, was it last season or this season? A broken arm. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
He was on the DL for a while.
Oh, that's a no call. That was
a no call, right?
clear foul by Bukavalis, the filthy player. Learned that from his dad.
Got to have a physical presence out there.
And hey, actually, it was a perfect foul.
Yeah.
No call.
No call.
So when Connor Buckley came into the game, Brian Gay moved into one of the center back positions. Connor Buckley playing the.
Ryan Lewis, nice job of holding the ball over there. You guys notice that?
I did.
See, this is, again, we've got to be cognizant of this counter.
Nice job,
That's
Patrick Moylan.
Patrick Moylan.
And I think that was.
Clayton's going to body him off, which is nice.
Oh, that's
Dan,
a nice
oh,
turn.
Dan getting the scraps.
Yep. Again, that's more of what we've seen here, where you build from the back, you play it to one of your defenders, and you try to counter. Speaking
Connor
of
Buckley.
counter, there's Connor Buckley,
Connor Buckley.
a senior.
Man on.
Now they've got to put the Bob Cousy Puesha on.
Nice.
Clayton, Barron,
Nice.
way to go in
Nice
after that
head
ball.
there.
Oh, there
Another
you
one.
go.
So now you can start to hear the fans. They're very
Having a
vocal,
good
very
time.
loud.
The Thursday night here at Flayhive.
Nice shield by Brian Gay, and that's going to be a throw-in. Ooh, I will disagree with that call, not just because it's my son, but 'cause I thought he made a nice play.
Boy, you're taking over for me. Last year I was the master of poor calls, but you're the.
Well, I'm still a little angry at that official. 20, 25 minutes late. Do we have to pay for your mistake? Obviously tonight we do. Of course, I'm just kidding. We all know what traffic does.
Connor Buckley, nice play to get the ball out of the danger zone.
So does Top Gun, by the way, rank as one of your top 10 movies? Ooh, nice idea.
Almost.
Top Gun, no.
No.
Absolutely
Nice
not.
step by Mike Moreland here, and
Here we go.
we've got a little break. You should let this rip.
Peter used support. Nice job, Peter. He's tenacious, number 19.
He is. That's Peter Paravalos. And that'll be a Westwood throw-in.
Peter's
So-
kind of interesting. He's an extreme athlete. He likes the fast sports, right?
He does. He likes, all kinds of extreme skiing,
Like,
downhill
lo-
downhill skateboarding.
Yeah, longboard they call it, Mike.
Okay, well, there you go. Longboarding. Obviously, I do not enjoy pretty much anything with a board involved.
Parcheesi?
Well, occasional game of Scrabble, I suppose I could handle.
Speaking of Scrabble, I'm kind of hungry. Bacon and Scrabble, some eggs.
Okay. T-Dite's nice
Well, you gotta
play.
try-
Ooh, and they're going to let it
you know,
play on.
That's a proper. He was.
Brian Gay in the center position, able to clear it out.
Ooh.
You know what? That was like, okay, well, if you're not going to call the physical stuff, maybe I'll get a little bit of a minor altercation down in the corner.
Yeah, and that, again, a very nice play by Neo Gitgano. He not only beat the defender first play, but then got the free. Okay, so John Grant.
So John Grant is screaming to get everyone out of the box at the 18.
It's unfortunate by.
Which is
no.
what you want.
Nice play by Michael
It's
T-Dites.
just containment.
There's Drew DiStefano, the freshman.
With a nice win and a nice ball. Get away from traffic.
Stavros Mikalakos, number 7.
So, there's too many touches across the board. Let's move the ball side to side. George, that's your big play. You love side to
We
side.
have to go side to side, and it'll just open up the inside game.
Okay, Drew DiStefano gets taken down.
Well, you know, Drew's got to use that the size differential. When he gets taken down, you got to go down like.
You know,
hard.
it's funny you say that. I thought last year there were some times where our players were undersized at certain points of the game, and they
nice
get hit
play.
in the box.
That's a nice play by
Ryan
Ryan
Lewis.
Lewis. There you go, buddy.
Uh,
That's a nice ball, too.
And that's going to be a corner. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Thought it was going out.
in.
Yeah.
Got possession.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice step over
I mean,
there
Ryan's
as
had a
well.
nice campaign.
Nice step over.
Nice campaign.
Oh.
So what I'm saying is that last year I found that a lot of times our players would fight in the box, and they'd get contact and they wouldn't go down. I thought that was a key last year to some opportunities that we missed. Make the official make a call.
Well, they went. If I'm not mistaken, they went out to Lenox this summer for a theater production to be, theatrics.
They did, and a lot of these boys are actually taking drama at Westwood High School, so I think it's paying off.
Oh, Peter, nice settle. Oh,
You got to give that ball sooner.
There's T-Dites.
Side to side now. Keep coming this way, Michael. Ooh.
So George, talk about the structure that you see out there. What what kind of shape is Westwood getting into, and does it seem to be effective?
So what you're seeing now, so Westwood's up 2-0, and you're going to start seeing Norwood chase the game a little bit more. And right now you're seeing a little bit more possession from Westwood, and hopefully we can get the next one and really open up the game. But Norwood needs the next goal now, so they're chasing.
And they can easily, if they're chasing this game and they're desperate enough, they're down. I mean, they haven't won yet, so they have nothing to lose right here.
And what do you do?
Is the most dangerous score in soccer. So
what do you do? What do you do at this point if you're Westwood? You try to take advantage, and if Norwood overcommits, you counter, and you try to stick the most important goal of the game in the back of the net.
We need to win these head balls. Mike Moreland with the win.
Nice job over to Michael T-Dites. Dishes off.
I tell you, Starburst is working hard tonight.
A little too much juice on that one.
So that's where we have to be very careful. We can't turn the ball over in the middle of the pitch.
So under 2 minutes to play. The clock, as you can see right there, will now be kept by the on-field official.
And you have to applaud the individuals on the side, the ball girls, at least on our side. Thank them for their work.
Ooh. Play.
And again,
student
that's
body,
a
handball in the student body.
Yeah, and that is the end of the first half. So after 40 minutes, Westwood Wolverines with a 2-0 advantage over the Norwood Mustangs. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes in our time, but in your time, I think we're pretty much back about
Jumping
now.
Jack Flash, yeah.
Okay, so this is, again, a first. Not only do we have 3 headsets, but we're going to do a halftime show. We're going to talk a little bit about what we saw out there. We'll start with you, George.
So far, I like what I see out of the Westwood boys. I mean, we talked about a bounce-back game today after their 3-1 defeat against Medway. You're seeing a little bit more possession. We came right out, got the first goal, and just got a late goal for 2-0 for us, and we've got to stay on it.
Craig?
Well, What I'm most impressed with is our back line, our defensive back line. They're coming out. They're not shy. They're actually showing a bit of, I'm not going to say aggressiveness, but they're not steering away from the head balls. And we talked last game that our real Achilles heel is set pieces in the defensive end. And I think you could hear Coach Grant in the distance offering, imploring the team to mark up. So, so far so good in the defensive end.
Have you seen any formation changes, any structural changes with the build out there, or is it pretty much the same as you've seen? They're just stepping up and playing a little harder.
Pretty much the same, 4-5-1, as it's been for the first 3 games. Again, we just need a little bit more possession, and I'd like to see the ball a little bit more flat. The ball is in the air just a little bit too much for my taste.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Joe.
So all of that, we had some Greek culture in the first half. We had some music references. What could be better? So I think we are going to throw it back onto the field here. So that was Westwood Media Center history in the making. Special shout out to Alan Johnson.
Thank you, Alan.
Taking a quick jaunt up the stairs to the top of the press box here at Flahi Field to film us 3 old guys.
Well done, Mr. Johnson.
I could use a coffee. Duncan. I need my Duncan.
Now he's pushing his luck. So again, great first half for Westwood. They're up 2-0. It's important to come out and expose the overcommit and the pressing of Norwood. Get that 3rd goal.
Speaking of pressing, I think we're pressed to talk about the sponsorship at Westwood Media Center.
We are. So Dedham Savings Bank has stepped up this season to fund all Westwood sports with a $5,000 grant. And that grant was made possible by the staff of Westwood Media Center. They do a great job, and they're constantly looking for different companies to help out. So $5,000 goes a long way. It pays for a couple of games to be filmed and televised. We are actually doing this. I don't know if I'm going to break this to you guys, but we're doing this pro bono. So your contract request for raises was denied. But later in the season, some of the other sports, we have students that will film. We'll get some freelancers to step in. Nice step. That's Tommy Bukavalis. Oh, great ball.
Nice
Josh
ball
Morrison
to
Deutsch.
Josh.
Oh, and he
Beautiful.
tried to flick, but nice play by the keeper.
So first 20 seconds of the game, Westwood with a big opportunity.
So it looks like Shane O'Grady in the midfield.
Yeah, O'Grady, a sophomore.
No, junior.
Junior? Okay, well. I like to think of him as a sophomore.
You also, yeah.
There's Neo, gets the ball up front to number 7. Ooh, nice play. Got Patrick Moylan, and he just plays it back to his
Moylan
keeper.
with the big save there.
Oh, I like the play by Dan. No hesitation. Kevin Zhang in a desperate, nice, over to Kevin Lyons.
So I don't know if the communication wasn't there, but that was a lot of traffic to be playing it back to your teammate in the box there. So
that's a nice possession by Tommy Bukavalis. Extended his arm, got a little bit of a grab, enough where he wasn't going to be called, settled the ball down.
That's Justin Lowe from Shane O'Grady.
And as we remarked last game, Justin being a track savant can get up and down that field with ease.
He's one of a few track athletes out there. Oh, nice play, nice ball.
Kevin
Lyons.
Kevin Lyons, the opportunity here.
Nice job.
That's first of all, great job by the referees letting him play, not calling the shoulder-to-shoulder contact.
Yeah, nice job by the keeper too. Don't let the offensive players come up close and overwhelm you. And again, you can see that what Norwood is trying to do. They're just trying to press up and throw everything they have at Westwood, try to break into the scoreboard. So Norwood unable to score a goal now in their 3rd consecutive game. So I like a lot of things I see out there. They're just having trouble putting the ball in the back of the net.
Kevin Lyons with the ball on the right side here.
It's okay. We'll
take the throw.
No, but that's where he's his best. He's crafty in the corner. And at that time, George and Mike, he wasn't at liberty to deliver the ball for a cross. He didn't have the numbers in the box.
Okay,
Nice
so
play.
you're seeing a little bit more you know, possession by Westwood here. Okay, nice play by Kevin Zhang there. Oh.
And that's going to be a goal kick. Nice, nice play by the Zanger, Kevin Zhang. So we mentioned Kevin Zhang, and we mentioned Norwood coming into the TVL and the huge TV rights and the contract, in large part due to Kevin Zhang's father, Dong Zhang. He has televised many of the games for Westcat, and these games are being streamed over in China. So we are absolutely the #1 Massachusetts high school soccer program in all of China.
Without a doubt.
I don't know if you guys have gotten any requests to make a trip over to China. I guess we're building quite a bit of a fan base. I know Dong is constantly getting requests.
You know,
I would love that.
As a contemporary item, the Bruins actually making their way over, I believe, right now.
That's right. They have a few games. I believe they're playing Calgary out there.
George referring not playing the entire city of Calgary, but the Calgary Flames.
The Calgary Flames, absolutely.
Norwood moving the ball well.
It's a little too much, and it'll be a goal kick. So it looks like we've got a wave going. There's a wave down in the stands.
Wavelength.
That might have been one of my friends waving up to me. I'm not exactly sure which one it was.
Student body out this evening. I don't see many books cracked on the sidelines, but hopefully they got their work done prior to coming to tonight's
Oh, nice
venue.
ball.
No, so we still have it. That's a nice play
Kevin
by
Lyons.
Kevin Lyons to save that ball.
Oh, that's a. Thought I saw a handball there,
Beautiful.
but play on. Oof.
Nice go at it.
Can't score if you don't shoot.
Jason Moyer with the shot there, just wide.
Jason Moy's older brother is at Bentley College, actually Bentley University now, I should say. Clearly the best institution in this part of the country.
Might have another Wolverine there next year. We shall see.
Is that's their stage name, Wolverines?
What's that? No, Wolverine as in West Wolverine there.
Oh.
It's the Falcons.
Oh, the Falcons.
Yeah.
Falcons. It's a nice shot.
That is a goal,
Nice
and that is the first goal, I
by
believe,
Justin Lowe.
of Justin Lowe's career.
That could very well be.
That
was
warrants
a
an
very-
absolute
Let's
close-up.
see the replay on that
And
one.
the most impressive part of that is there was no hesitation. And he
So,
just one touch and
his-
then delivered.
His eyes just lit up. Not too often you have a right back step into the play there and have an opportunity, a shot at goal, and he delivered.
Very unselfish play too. A couple of Westwood boys, laid the ball back, and Justin Lowe, he's been making some nice runs as a back, and he gets rewarded. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, nice job again, Patrick Moylan with that crafty touch. Plays it back to his keeper and lives to fight another day. I'm going to try to zoom in and out, and I promise you I'm probably going to mess up the filming here, but we'll give it a try. If anybody's at home watching, including any of the soccer parents, and you are thinking that a career in camera work is your videography, right? Videography, whatever. You are very welcome to come up and film these games.
And
So
just
have you guys noticed what Norwood is trying to do on these throws? On the long throws, they're looking for the tall guy, number 14, as a point man for a flick on. So he's the biggest guy on their team, and that's who they're looking for on
So-
every set play.
And so, George, just for the people who are not aficionados, flick on really to the head ball, kind of skimming off their head just to the
And basically to get that ball to continue on
Yep.
to the back of the,
to travel on. Yes.
yeah, to travel on.
Boy, that was a mighty cross by
Nice, and
Kevin
let's
Zhang.
see if we could take advantage here as well. Get numbers in
Jason
the box.
Moy. Ooh.
Numbers in the box is what we want here.
Here comes the counter. We've got the defensive people back. Nice.
What we want today is a clean sheet. That's what we need. Clean sheet meaning a shutout. We haven't had one yet. Third game in, we need to start seeing a few of these.
Bukavalis.
That's a nice ball.
Nice ball out wide. Let's see what Kevin Lyons does with this ball. Sets it across.
Oh, lovely
Almost.
go.
Very nice. He puts it across the box. Dangerous ball away from the keeper, and what was that, Josh? Josh just missed that.
No, he committed fully to it, and I think a lot of people understand that low and hard into that 6 to 8 yard area
Very
is
dangerous.
Yeah, because the goalkeeper does not know to commit or whether and the defensive end whether they're going to actually capture that.
Now, low and hard, was that the name of your third soccer book, or was that the second?
That has yet to be published.
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have let it out of the let the cat out of the bag. I apologize.
It's a nice ball. Bukavalis just skating through that defense. Kevin Lyons, nice.
So you're seeing a lot more side to side from Westwood now. The game's really opened up. That third goal being so important now, gentlemen. You're going to see a lot more opportunities for Westwood now.
Nice job, Kevin Zhang. Steps up, heads it right in the middle to Shane O'Grady. Michael Moylan over to Kevin Lyons.
Kevin Lyons getting a lot of touches in the second half.
Puts it right in the corner.
It's a nice play by Josh. Being physical, winning the ball there. So important, right?
Right back to Bukavalis in the middle. Nice job.
So see how we're just knocking the ball? That's how you keep these guys off balance.
Good idea by Bukavalis.
That was Moylan.
Oh, sorry about that, Moylan.
Moylan Bukavalis. That could be a nice hyphenated name.
Nothing wrong with the Irish Greek.
Kevin Zhang always wants to thread that ball through the midsection of the defense.
So Norwood and their coach have a decision to make now, right? Do they stay with the 4 backs, or do they try to, get another guy forward and go with 3 flat and try to make this a game?
You've got nothing to lose if you're Norwood. You gotta come out of here with at least a goal. So if you're asking me my opinion, press up.
I haven't seen too many substitutions on Norwood side of the ball in the first half or the second half. Ooh, Dan hesitated there. Our keeper was a little late coming out. We got away with one there, boys.
Yeah, with that said, Kevin Zhang used his body well. Got in the way, flicked it out, and then took the foul.
Okay, so I'm hoping as the season progresses that we can build it out of the back and be a little crisper with these passes. If you're not being pressured, there's no excuse for putting it on the feet.
Switch of the field. That was Patrick Moylan over to Kevin Lyons.
That's a tough play to bring that ball down.
Brian Gay will throw it in. He's got Michael Moylan. So we are going to do our best to get this game. Ooh, nice ball by Kevin Lyons. Nice header in the middle by the center back.
Justin Lowe's
Justin Lowe. He's I'll tell you.
He was winding up there. Oh, let's see if we can. Kevin Lyons fighting for that ball.
I'll tell you, he got taken down.
Oh, man.
They're going to call it on Kevin Lyons. That was, you know,
he
you have to call something.
He was over his back a little bit.
Could have gone either way, though.
I think that was the proper call given the circumstances.
Yeah, the score and time. I don't disagree with you. Bukavalis gets it over to Shane O'Grady.
Ooh.
Shane O'Grady with the flying, what's that? What do we call it? The flying...
the Flying Dutchman?
Flying Dutchman? Or the Irishman in his case. There's Josh Morrison-Deutsch with the speed, and he's got a streaking Kevin Lyons. Again, not to be...
No, I think it's appropriate.
Bukavalis, lots of time. Goes around one of the midfielders.
Ooh. Oh, almost connected with Jason Moy there.
Lots of contact, I'll tell you.
But Kevin Zhang's got some real nice anticipation back there.
I'll tell you, number 10, Giuliani Pagero from Norwood, very physical player. I like the, he definitely makes the defenders of Westwood work hard. It's going to be a throw-in for Norwood.
Substitution on Norwood's side.
And that's leaving for Norwood, is Jagger Giannetti. And into the game, let's see, my eyes are bad, but it looks like that's number 2, Daniel Pugach.
I think there's brothers Pugach on this squad, just like Moylan's on Westwood.
Nice play.
Who was that?
That was Justin Lowe.
Justin Lowe.
Justin Lowe got it up to Jason Moy. Yeah, it's like, it's a beautiful game when you're just playing to feet. The ball's not in the air.
Okay,
so you let the ball do the work, right?
Absolutely.
You get a substitution. Is that Chris Capone in there, number 24, in for Shane O'Grady?
It is junior for junior swap.
Ooh, a little heavy.
Again, it's not easy coming in right when the game is flowing. You got to kind of get into the game. It's not the easiest task for anybody coming in.
So,
nice ball. Brian Gay gets Chris Capone in traffic. Chris Capone trying to go right through the defender. The far referee was ready to call that, but he played advantage.
Oh, I like that touch by Norwood's player one time. Oh, that's a heck of a slide tackle by Justin Lowe. Moy and Lowe looks like.
That's Patrick with the ball. Patrick Moylan with the play there.
Oof. Again, Westwood, nice job by Kevin Zhang. I think we're a little soft in the middle on that last possession.
Bukavalis. Nice. Oh, got to get our forwards a little less stationary. Got to be making runs instead of just standing.
Oh, nice play. And there's Justin Lowe on the far side.
Justin Lowe pushing forward. Nice. Oh.
Watch the counter.
There you
play.
go. Nice save by Brian Gay there. The Lions. See if we can get something. Nice turn, by Josh with the left footed shot there.
Should
We'll
be
take
corner.
the corner.
That's a good
there.
corner. Corner. That's clearly a corner.
Referee's calling a goal kick here.
Yeah, it's a corner. It's a corner. So he looked to he did that right. He looked to his partner and said, "I need help," and at which point the near official to us said it is in fact a corner. So you like it when an official like that is going to look for help. So taking the corner for Westwood, it looks like it's going to be Kevin Lyons. Let's just zoom into some action right in front of the net. Let's see if we can catch a goal for Westwood.
Okay. Brian Gay with the ball. Possession to Moreland, to Lions.
Nice ball right into Chris Capone.
Capone to Moreland. Passes are behind up.
Yeah, that was just a split second too late. And that's all it takes sometimes.
It's all right, but they're getting into the rhythm of 1-2 touch, which is important. As the season progresses, you're going to need that. Now, Norton's field, last I remember, is a natural grass field, so that'll be interesting how they transition from this to that pitch tomorrow.
Nice step. Bukavalis. There's Clayton Barron. Counter for Norwood.
Boy,
Yeah.
that ruffian, Brian Gay.
So let's talk about this particular play here. So there was a foul against Brian Gay, but Norwood had pushed the ball forward. They had advantage. The referee could have very easily let that play to Norwood's advantage. Sometimes the referee's a little too quick with their whistle.
Yeah, and Brian Gay learned that from his mother. She clearly learned that in the very rough streets of Crotwell in County Galway.
I love.
Was that the
I love a hot dog with Crotwell.
Not exactly the Crotwell that she came from. Say goodbye to Alan Johnson,
Our interim cameraman.
our halftime cameraman.
Yeah.
So, all the way up from Rhode Island to see Brian in action.
Very nice.
We'll pretty much let anybody come in and film for us.
So we need some volunteers, actually, to keep that halftime show good.
Exactly. While we've got another timeout here, let's talk some other Greek culture. What do you got for us?
So Greek culture, it's all about the next meal, guys, right? I've got my mother in the stands. Here she is. She's asking me what I want for breakfast. Tomorrow, she's asking me what I want for lunch.
She's very
She's
very
got
good.
supper. I mean, it's all about the next meal.
We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down to. Yeah, there's Mrs. Bukavalis right here.
She says she's got some homemade pasticcio.
Pasticcio.
You guys don't know what that is?
So tell all the viewers what is pasticcio.
Pasticcio is like the Greek lasagna.
Greek lasagna.
Greek lasagna without the sauce. We've got hamburg and white sauce and like penne.
Very
That is
nice.
Pasticcio. So that's a little Greek culture for you today.
Well, there you go. So Mrs. Bukavalis contributing to the telecast. Thank you very much, Mrs. Bukavalis. So
we'll be sampling that next match.
yeah, I think the other thing I'll make a shout out is that if any of the viewers want to come up to one of the home games or even an away game with some food for the announcers,
That's some food for thought.
it would be food for thought, food for us as well.
You're making me hungry now, Michael.
I apologize.
And
So
thirsty.
Brian has gone to Greece with the Bukavalis family a couple of times and
Twice.
very much enjoys the cuisine of Mrs.
We've
Bukavalis.
got to make it a family affair. Next time, you and Betty have to join us one year.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And Craig.
There you go.
And Michael.
So Westwood again. Now you're up 3-0, 19:25 to go. Do you sit back and try to take the 3-goal win, or do you try to counter and put one by the goalie?
Well, you spoke earlier in the season about the first game at Ashland, where we thought that the goal differential, while I don't know if it's going to come into play towards the end of the season. So I would say still march forward, refine the game, good habits, and if you get one, that's great.
So, whose timeout was this, guys?
I believe it was Norwood's again.
So they get one
One
timeout
per
and a
half.
half.
Yep.
So let's see if they make any adjustments here, being down 3-0. If they push another guy or two forward.
Wow. So I like what Daniel did. He came out,
So
called for keep.
He came out, he called for keep, but he just just missed it.
Yep.
Just missed it.
And Westwood dodges the bullet. It's going to be a corner for Norwood. So there's a lot of talk at the Norwood establishments. Lewis's, Napper Tandy's. I mean, there is a lot of talk about this game. Or at least there will be when I go to one of those two places.
Olivade, that's one of our favorite spots. Ooh.
And that's going to be a foul.
That'll be coming out. Foul on Norwood.
Yeah, and there's an injury there. You don't like to see this. That, the boy went down very hard. It's going to be a timeout. You hate to see it. Again, it was just an aggressive play. He came in. His feet were taken out from under him. The head hit the back.
I think it was his head.
Yeah, I think it was his head. Head and shoulders, came down hard on the turf. So we will pan away from the injury. So breaking the action. Let's give it some. Craig, let's talk about some pop culture. Let's one of your specialties, music.
All I could say is in the pregame warm-ups, I try to infuse a little bit of nostalgia with Bachman-Turner Overdrive, taking care of business, and it was shunned. It was shunned.
It was shunned
by the young lads.
Yeah, the young lads didn't like it. There were some looks of disgust coming up at you, and I think it was that was going to be the first of many. You had a list ready.
You would think that these kids take music appreciation, that they would have some sense of the oldies but goodies.
So George, what is on your playlist?
You know what? My playlist, I'll listen to anything, guys. It just.
What about Greek rap?
I think he's a big trans. What is it? Trans so-and-so orchestra? Or?
It doesn't matter. I'll listen to it with all guys. I listen to Greek radio every morning on the way to work, during work. I mean, we listen to a little soft rock, a little pop.
You've been known to sing
it's a
some.
Beautiful
Oh,
flick.
nice play! Nice
That's
play.
A nice play there. Let's see if we can get one more here.
So you've been known to sing some Irish songs.
Oh, I love the Irish music.
I've got some U2 ready to go.
Some Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Some Joshua Tree action. What do you got? What's your favorite U2 song?
Streets Have No Name.
Yeah, probably that one. You know what I like about that? That's the crescendo of that song, George. The slow build-up, the anticipation. I was going to put that on my pregame warm-up, but I don't think they'd appreciate it.
No, they really wouldn't appreciate the build-up and the crescendo. I don't think that would have cut it. Although the Moylan brothers would have appreciated it. I think Brian Gay.
That's a nice
ball. Nice ball. And to Kevin Lyons, trying to find Josh again. Oh, they're trying to shield, but Josh wins it here.
He's got that left. He's going to score.
Oh, and he just misses
man.
it. What a beautiful play by Josh Morrison-Deutsch. Literally took it out of the defender's pocket, cut back to net and missed the top.
Pick his pocket?
He picked his pocket. Tried to go top left, and he was just a little too top left.
At the same time, he had Jason Moy with the easy tap-in coming down the flank. So he had options on that particular play.
He did. But a great play to develop. Nice play. Tommy Bucavalis, he scored going right through the defenders, and but he dishes off. Oh,
It's
and
okay.
that's
You know what? That's okay because we need our wingers to start
striking the ball and looking for goal. Yeah.
Because if not, then they're going to just play our midfield tighter and tighter. So they're going to be threatening.
Bucavalis is really laying the ball off today, playing unselfish, trying to find his teammates. We're trying to get back on track today, get the boys' confidence up a little bit.
It's what you expect from a senior captain. So Tommy doing a really nice job getting everybody involved.
Almost.
Kevin trying to thread the needle there, kind of nutmeg him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I think Westwood today has done a much better job of crashing the net. So you mentioned a couple of plays where there's options for our strikers to dish off. Those weren't there in the Medway game.
So, no, we were totally outworked at the Medway game. It's a much different team today.
Yeah, it's unfortunate Medway only on the schedule one time, so we don't have the ability to avenge the loss. The Zanger with a nice defensive play. Saves it up the field.
That could be a mistake here.
Nice job. And he's got a play right up.
Take the shot.
Nice job.
Again, Jason Moy, he had Jason. Jason wanted that ball there.
So that's a play.
Jason wanted that ball.
I know. I mean, you've got a couple of options, actually.
Yeah.
I believe if he takes the ball a little closer,
then lays it off.
Then lays it off,
Then
it's a
off,
goal.
right?
Yeah.
If he could have drawn a defender with him there.
But I'll tell you, the keeper was out of the goal, and so you've got a wide open goal staring you in the face, and I can't blame him for taking the shot. Nice job by Clayton Brown.
Wholesale changes coming in.
Yeah, and this is a nice move for Coach Grant. You know, he's making sure that the boys are going to be fresh. As I mentioned, less than a 22-hour turnaround from this game to the Norton game. One of the things I didn't get all the way through what I was going to say earlier in the telecast, but we'll do our best to get this game televised on Friday the 14th. And then the Norton game will most likely air on Monday, the 17th.
So Ryan Lewis all alone on this side. Let's try that.
It's a flick by Chris Capone. Tough ball to handle in terms of controlling that throw-in.
So very happy for Justin Lowe tonight. His first goal, certainly of the season. We're having our statistician team check to see if that's his first goal of his career at the high school level. And you knew he was going to break through, George. He's having some nice overlaps and really supporting his forwards. So it's good to see him get on the scoreboard.
Oh, it's good to see the backs go forward. I think Brian Gay needs to step up and get a goal for the defensive back line as well.
That's a penalty, foul.
It's a free kick.
Not a penalty, excuse me, a foul on Norwood. And Bucavalis gets taken down at about the 20, the 25 or so? So Patrick Moylan will take the kick. No problem for the keeper to reel that one in. That's offsides, but no call because the official was out of position.
No shot here. Let's preserve this clean sheet. I think you're going to see a substitute here. I think John Grant's going to take Bucavalis off. He got knocked in the last play. Save his game for tomorrow. Who's that?
Shane O'Grady.
Shane O'Grady coming on. So last 12 minutes here.
Westwood 3-0 advantage over Norwood. Clayton Barron gets the ball up to Stavros Mikalakos.
Nice.
That's
Two-
going to be
two men
offsides. Yep.
offsides, yeah.
Yeah, good call. Referee in the right position to make that call. So we were delayed about 20 to 25 minutes. One of the referees was caught up in traffic, and so MIAA rules state you cannot start a game without two referees, or at least that's what we're going to pretend the MIAA rules say.
I believe you're right, Michael.
Well, even if the rules don't say that, it's a really difficult game to ref as a single referee. That's Ryan Lewis. We'll lay it back to Brian Gay. The no flick. Ooh. Ooh, and Eamon Doherty breaking towards the net.
He's got Stavros Mikalakos on the outside.
And that is going to be a goal. And cleaning up the scraps is Stavros Mikalakos.
Mikalakos was open moments earlier. He stayed in the box and got the rebound and finished it off.
Yeah, so I believe that was Drew DiStefano had a shot at it. And then Stavros Mikalakos, the ball deflected right into his lap, and he put it in the back of the net. So 4-0 Westwood. And it looks like with 9 minutes and 55 seconds, Westwood will go to 2 wins, 1 loss. Norwood will drop to 0-3. Of course, crazier things have happened. Westwood just needs to, again, keep the clean sheet. Patrick Moylan. Bit of a mistake there. And again, nice body position to make up for it.
They're missing this call here. This deflected off of Norwood, and they're giving them the throw.
Yeah, I think that I didn't quite see the deflection off Norwood, but Patrick Moylan certainly did. So we'll believe him. Patrick has never told a lie.
Not at all. So let's see if they try to get this ball in the head of number 14, which they did again there. Do we have a goal kick or a corner kick?
I think it's a goal kick. So.
Oh, actually, they're giving it a corner.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's what I meant, but my mouth said goal. So let's see if Westwood can mark well here and keep the Norwood players off the ball.
It's a nice ball.
Okay, this is where we have to be careful. I mean, there was a free head there. Another set play. We have to win those head balls.
I'm surprised
in the box.
they gave a corner kick on that. It was right off White.
We have another one coming up.
I think it might have deflected. We'll have to go back to the film.
So let's see who takes some responsibilities out here. Michael Moylan is off. Bukavalis is off. T-Dites is off here.
Ball is served up. Another nice ball.
I tell you, Stavros has been playing really hard. Eamon Doherty.
There's Stavros again.
Yep. He's playing very well. Ryan Lewis, unfortunate.
It'll be a corner kick.
Nice.
So again, Westwood, they scored on a corner, I believe, in their first game at Ashland. Was it a corner or was it a free?
No, first goal was just a throw.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. Take it back. So they have not scored on a corner. So let's see if they can change that. We'll zoom into the action here. Oh, and there's Patrick Moylan.
If I'm not mistaken, last year they had some set plays that they have not incorporated yet, which might be in the back pocket of Coach Grant.
No, we're looking to counter. And Patrick Moylan steps in and
Shane O'Grady, good shielding the ball.
6 minutes, 45 seconds to play. Another substitution as Connor Buckley comes in for, that is the Zanger, Kevin Zhang. Brian Gay will move into center back position.
Oh, dangerous ball.
Yeah, nice header by Brian Gay.
By Brian there.
Drew DiStefano, good clear. That's right.
It's going to be a foul on on Norwood. Connor Buckley. So, boys, observations. So that we're going to wrap this. We're going to cut our post game down short here. Yeah, go ahead, Craig. You go.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. This again is going to be akin to the Ashland game. Going into Norton, they cannot go into that game lackadaisical because they think they've won 4-0 here. So let's build off the positive play. Look like some good interchange between the players. Spreading out the goals today, which is good. Get some offensive flair, but I'm concerned about them coming out tomorrow.
A little flat.
No, with just a little bit of more energy.
Yeah.
It's a quick turnaround, right?
But here's one of the things I'll tell you. I love the 3:15 start for Westwood.
Tell me why.
Because when they play at 5, they're sitting around for a couple of hours after school, waiting for the JV and the freshmen to play. I think the away games are more difficult.
Ooh. Oh, it's tantalizing in the box.
Yeah, I like that play.
The dangerous ball.
I like the early games. You come out right after school, you still got that energy, and boom.
Yeah, I'll buy into that.
So yesterday, the original game against Norwood was supposed to be played at 5:15, and they had a short Wednesday. That is a very difficult task. If you're a high school player.
It's
a big gap.
A dormant state between being released from school, obviously getting your homework punched out, right?
Absolutely. Maybe bang a game of Fortnite in or two.
It's all right. Oh.
Connor Buckley steps up, gets the ball out to Ryan Lewis.
That's beautiful.
It's a nice ball. Be there.
I'll tell you, the best play that he did there as a winger is to get the ball off your feet quick. Ball came.
Right? One time you open his body up, and he just pushes forward. Right?
There's Drew DiStefano. Ooh, gives the ball back to Ryan Lewis.
All in the same movement. It's a nice ball across as well. Let's get there.
It's Clayton Barron.
Yeah, Clayton. Here you go, Clayton. Shield does a good job shielding the ball.
Drew DiStefano slides by and comes up with the ball. Nice ball. Dishes it up. Stavros Mikalakos, far side.
Did I miss it? But I like to see Stavros net one.
He did.
Did he?
Did.
He did, yeah, Stavros.
I had stepped out momentarily. Yep, there's the Hurricane Chaser plane coming over top. Dan playing with fire.
Okay, if I'm the keeper there, that's it's a little far to come out. A little far to come out to dish it because a
turnover. Ready to get it to your feet. Well done.
A turnover there, and they're going to put it a long shot on net.
Ooh.
A knee. That's definitely a Charlie horse issue.
Oh, we'll be careful here. Get back and goal.
Oh, he's hurt.
He's hurting.
Go down, Drew.
Oh, what a save.
He's got to go down. Drew's got to go down. Coach is not seeing him.
Yeah, Drew DiStefano got I think he got kneed or
He got it in a knee in the back of the leg in the. Get the athletic director or the physio.
He's coming out
Here he
right
comes.
now. He's going to have a nice Charlie horse there.
well, you hope it's just a muscle contusion and nothing more serious.
It was. I mean, that the lad that hit him was
Twice his size.
Yeah. So very happy with the response by the Westwood team, coming out early, feeling their way in the first 5-10 minutes of the game. But after that first goal, it was really pretty one-sided. Westwood.
they migrated from singular. I'm going to take care of business, each individual player, to a collective unit as it progressed throughout the evening.
So we've got less than 2 minutes to play. We're going to try to keep the clean slate. Daniel Ventura doing a great job of protecting that shutout.
Let's see if he comes and punches this ball out. That's my prediction.
We're waiting for Drew to get off the field, so they're.
Well, at least he's putting weight on his leg. That's positive.
And here we go.
Some ice on that. Nice high ball, and that ball should not be
Should be headed right out.
Should not be bouncing in the box there.
Well, with that said, I'll say that Ryan Lewis did a great job of shielding his player. So the play was in front of Ryan Lewis. He didn't need to stress out over that one.
That's a nice distribution right there. Oh, Chris Capone making himself known out there, looking for the ball, maybe a couple minutes.
Ooh, wide open to Stavros
open.
Mikalakos, looking to
Open.
clean up on another.
Take a shot.
Ooh.
Nice go at it.
Nice
go
go.
at it.
Stavros with a breakout game. 1 goal, a couple of very good looks. So I'd say we're in the final 30 seconds.
First clean sheet of the year. Let's keep that going.
Keep that trend going. So I want to thank Westwood Media Center for all that they do for the Westwood community. If you haven't gone down to 15 Purwall Street, you are missing out on a jewel that you have access to. And Melinda and go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Melinda, Maggie, and Connor do a phenomenal job. They'll be at Westwood Day coming up. Hope to see all of you at Westwood Day, as will the soccer program.
Are there any town announcements that need to get out this evening, or nothing that's in the works?
No, nothing
Urgency?
pressing. They're the Board of Selectmen, soon to be the
Nice win by Brian Gay there.
changing the name. Oh, nice job.
Nice.
Yeah, and
So
that
you got to go knee up, right? He's got to catch that ball, get that knee up,
he's gotta be square.
and he'll never come into that box again.
But if he spins like a top when he gets it there, when it gets a little cooler.
Well, that's when he's opened himself up to an injury,
that's
right?
what I'm saying. And not only injury,
Taking a knee to his back.
No, my concern is if it's going to be a game that's slight rain or misting, you twist like that with the ball, it's going to come ajar.
Without a doubt. 16.
That's good backtracking by Stavros.
Nice track.
You know what? It's a good time killer right there too.
It is. So again, I said we were in the final 30. I was mistaken. I'm going to say that we're in the final 30 again. Brian Gay steps in and that will do it.
So you feel for the Norwood squad.
4-0 final.
I give them credit. They didn't get ultra chippy. Norwood, they played hard throughout the whole contest.
They did, yeah. And I if you're Ryan German, there's some things you can build on, but they've got to. It has to start with scoring some goals, and I think they had some nice builds, but unfortunate couple of shots didn't go their way. So after 80 minutes, 2 40-minute halves from Flay Field in Westwood, 4-0. Westwood goes to 2 wins, 1 loss. Norwood drops to 0-3. We will see you again in Norton for game number 4 of the season. So for George Bukavalis, Craig Tiedites, I'm Mike Gay. We'll see you next time.